Yeah. This is a special night though, so I'm gonna do a little different intro. Saying we have, a newly crowned world champion. She's coming, she came back to our platform. So I am completely honored, being shuttled with, completely honored that she's back here. So yeah, no, she's gonna be the first one to lead off the intro, and I'm gonna let her introduce herself.
I'm Kaye Scott. I'm the newly crowned unified middleweight world championship. I've got my hardware proudly displayed behind me. So that happened late December of last year. So it's pretty big special achievement. And I'm pretty proud of it and excited for what's to come.
Absolutely, yeah. So yeah, I mean, it was only right for her to actually announce herself first before us, because we're just we're your fans. Like we gotta be second to this. But no, myself, I'm Pat Scorpio, the England representative, and I'm the host for this, and I'm gonna let my man introduce himself.
Oh, I'm Shuttleworth the guy, aka the GOAT artist, aka LB Lauderdale Boss. And I just want to say I am so honored that you're a woman champion of her word. When you said, "Hey, when I get the belts, I'm gonna be back," and you did that. I
And
just
I
want to
held
say
my
that.
word.
Yeah.
Yes, like in the world of boxing, I don't think a lot of people realize how like real that is, because boxing is a truth machine, is integrity, character, and just for you to come back, there's no problem, just bow bow. Like
Yeah.
I truly respect that and I admire that from the bottom of my heart. I salute you.
Yeah,
Thank
absolutely.
you.
Yeah, because in this boxing media space, because we deal with a lot of fighters, like we try to hit up, and some of them giving us the runaround, and they're domestic too. But you're all the way in Australia, and somehow we were actually
No,
able
no,
to.
a world
We made it work.
champion.
We made it work.
Yeah, a world champion from Australia. A world champion, not just oh yeah, she's in Australia. No, like just to put like, cause some of y'all out there like y'all not even like top 10 contenders, and y'all be giving hard times. Like
Facts.
a world champion is making time and honoring her word. So I just want y'all to just. I don't want to put too much emphasis on it, but I gotta put emphasis on it because it's real.
Absolutely.
You got to
So yeah,
appreciate the love and the support. So yeah, I appreciate you guys as well.
Oh yeah,
thank
no
you.
doubt though. So yes,
Appreciate it.
unified WBA, WBC world middleweight champion Kaye Scott. How has life changed since you've actually become champion? Any perks, recognition since that victory?
Oh, it was pretty cool. The other week, I actually got announced as the WBC female fight of the year as
Oh yes.
well. So that was pretty cool.
Mhm.
I wasn't expecting that at all. And to be honest, I probably thought the first fight between Olivia and I was probably more exciting than the second. But it was for the second fight. So that was pretty cool. Otherwise, yeah, it's awesome, like making that dream happen. But you just roll on with normal life as well. Come back home and yeah, I'm celebrated. And I so much love from so many people and people that
Mhm.
reached out, the boxing community, and even people that I guess just in my local community that I didn't even realize would be following me, like some older ladies at the gym that I work at. They're like 70 and they come into the seniors class and I just smile at them. But they came up to me and go, "Oh my God, I watched the fight with my husband." And she's like a 75-year-old lady. I'm not saying how she even know how to do it. And she was like, "Oh, I'm so proud of you." So it was little things like that was just really nice. I just didn't kind of expect that, or certain people to kind of be jumping online and watching boxing, especially that kind of that age demographic. So yeah, that's been really, really cool. But otherwise, you just kind of go back to normal life, and it was Christmas and holiday time, and now just kind of getting back into work and back into training life again.
It looks
To
like you never
gear.
left training life.
That's what I'm saying. Hardest
Well,
worker in
to be
boxing.
honest, I'm a gym junkie just like you, Pat. Like I don't a healthy lifestyle, and I don't leave away from that. Like other than the next day we flew out, come back home. I think the day I came home, I still trained and did something. It was like a light jog, like
Yeah.
nothing hard or anything. But I like movement; makes me feel good. Like
You
No,
gotta do
so.
something.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
We
like I said,
promote activity here, you know.
yeah, like once you get bitten by the fitness bug, gym bug, boxing bug, it's just hard to it doesn't leave you. It's hard for it to leave. So I get it, you know.
Shadow
But
boxing around the house.
no, that's great. Now, who's part of the most famous person that's kind of reached out to you and congratulated you? I'm just curious.
Well, I guess it was pretty cool. Like Clarissa was actually at the fight. So she came up backstage and like we had a hug because I met her back in the amateurs and when she was still with the USA team and like I'd done a few camps there before. So it's just nice with her and like some like Olympians within Australia. It's more just messages on socials and stuff like that. That just I was like, oh, you noticed that like that I became world champ. That's pretty sick. But yeah, no kind of high name Hollywood celebrities that were on the buzzer giving me a ring or anything like that.
Well,
Now we got to get Brad Pitt to retweet this somehow. You know, Denzel, somebody. I mean, Madonna. I don't know. Will Smith, somebody. Like,
yeah, like I said,
I'll work on that for next time.
yeah, definitely give us some time. Someone will reach out to you. But regarding the fight, though, how do you feel about your performance in that rematch with Olivia Curry? Like, how do you rate your performance?
Still like when I've only watched it back once. I don't like watching fights back a lot, but I still wish I'd done stuff better than what I had. But I do think it was more convincing win than the first time. I told you guys last time that I thought I won anyway. And we did have a lot of the discussion. I guess you have a media briefing beforehand and a lot of the commentators, they sit down with all the fighters beforehand to get background information and they kind of ask you questions. One of the things were like, what are you guys going to change to make sure you get the right decision? And to be honest, there wasn't a huge amount that I wanted to change. Like, I don't think we needed to, or they're like, oh, but you should be changing it. And we're like, no. I think if anyone needs to change anything, she needs to change something because she's got to try to bring something different. Like, if I can just do more of what I did better, I did think defensively I needed to improve. Like, that was one thing I said, like, defensively last time I leaked way too much. So that was one thing I definitely wanted to improve. But I was like, I want to do what I did, but just even better. I didn't want to change a whole new game plan or anything like that. And I think for the most part, that's probably what I did. It turned into a little bit of a in close and mid range for probably from the 5th round onwards. But I think I lasted longer, keeping it longer range, keeping it more clear. I think I only kind of did that really clear for 2 rounds. It was kind of like more 5 rounds that was in and out between long range and short range. And I definitely dominated much more at long range there. And it's very clear to see when you land open punches out at that distance. But yeah, I think it still got a little bit messy and scrappy towards the end. It's just like a bit of nerves and then just 10 rounds it got a bit tired as well, to be honest.
Yeah, of course.
So but I was very, very confident that I had done the job by the end of the 10th round. However, I did get a little bit scared when they called the scorecards out again. Oh man, my heart actually dropped. I think
the way they said
I looked at my coach and I was like, fuck this. Like, they can't do that to me again. Like, I know 100%. There's no doubt this time. But
I remember that. I remember that. Because they called it some funny style way. Because it even had me like, wait, what? Like, then they had the name and then I was like, okay.
The middle score was a draw.
Yeah.
I was like, this isn't going to, I was like 98, 92. So 8 rounds to me, 2 rounds to her, and then 95-95. And I was like, oh my God, it's going to happen again. It's going to happen again.
And this would have been way worse. Like 90. How do you? The fight wasn't close this time. Like it was like 8-2. Like
well, that's pretty much what it was 8-2 and 7-3. But then there was a draw in the middle. But
like
I don't know.
They didn't even say like 96-94. They didn't even go like that. They went all the way to draw. Like I don't like that. Like nah.
Yeah, I'm just guessing. I'm thinking the announcer
oversold it.
Yeah, I'm thinking the announcer just wasn't on his game, and he was probably supposed to read it a certain way, but he was just reading it probably from like top to bottom instead of like, oh, let me read the draw first and then read the scores that were in the draw. Like he wasn't on his.
No, he wanted more suspense because the fight wasn't as action packed as the first one, so he still
wanted a little bit more drama there. Well, he definitely did that for me. I was just like, no.
Yeah, no,
but then when I was announced as world champion, I honestly, in my whole career, I've like told you before as well, I loved the amateurs, and that's probably where my heart was with boxing. But this like would be the pinnacle of everything, even like winning Commonwealth Games, and when we had a home Commonwealth Games and winning a medal and being up there in front of your hometown, that this was just so much better. It was just, I felt like it was an accumulation of my whole boxing career, not just my pro boxing career. I was like, I'm really proud of this. Like,
yeah. I mean, once you're a champion, you're a champion forever.
You there?
Yeah.
History books. Right? Like you said, it's forever now. Like, you see, I had to change the graphic. It wasn't Australian middleweight contender. I had to put the unified world middleweight champion.
Hey.
So, you know, it's different. It just rolls off the tongue better. Like, unified world middleweight champion. Like, boom. See, like, so yeah. But I agree with you with the fight. I thought your performance was much better, much more clearly. I thought you punched more like authoritative. You backed her up a lot more this time. Like you was really punching the like herder. Like, and I thought you
there was a bit more
intent.
Times. There was a bit more intent behind it. I
think.
Yes.
Yeah. And it showed. It definitely showed on the TV because you was able to like push her back, and she, even when she tried to get something going, you never let it happen. Like you never, like you kind of just nullified it. And I thought that was good too. Like you were still strong, physical with her. And you just did a lot of this. It was boxing, fighting, just back and forth, and a lot of aggressive boxing. I thought it was good. Like, kudos. Like, I was proud of you. Like, that's what's up.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
You said you was going to do it, and you did it.
Yeah.
I was actually like quite shocked the way they came out, because I felt like they did change their game plan, and they initially tried to box a little bit more at the beginning. But then I think they realized that wasn't working. So then they kind of went back to that kind of trying to maul down and closer range stuff. Yeah. But I guess they did have to try something different. And she definitely came to win. Like she does it. She's a tough girl. She just keeps pushing forward, and she doesn't have any break on her. She keeps moving forward. But I just wanted it more, man. I wanted it more.
I know you did. Yeah, because I remember Trinidad saying too, like when we interviewed him, because he wasn't happy with how much that Livy was getting hit. If I remember, like LB, he was like, he said he had to he wanted to tighten it up. So I think that's probably the main reason why he came and she came out and boxed you. That was like the plan, and you didn't really, and you just upped your aggressiveness. You're like, okay, no, I can't do that. I gotta win these rounds a little clearer. And by the time she actually made the adjustment, it was kind of a little bit to it because you're already banked up. You banked a good amount of rounds.
And the Kaye got the faster hands too, so it was like it was 3 punches to 1. Because remember the first fight, Curry's jab was falling short. The first fight for like the first 3-4 rounds. Then once she made that adjustment, then I felt like it was a fight. But she was more competitive in the first fight, those early rounds. The second fight, she couldn't even really get the jab going at all. It's like she would come forward. Scott, hold, move back, So it's like, could he? The jab wasn't even fall. The jab didn't even get a chance to fall short. That's the difference. Like, yeah, so good shit.
But you know,
Happy days.
you know that was like that was great that you actually make that adjustment there and just win that fight clear. You know, although that one judge with the draw, obviously should not judge a fight anytime soon again since he saw a draw in that. But like I said, maybe it was just building suspense, or maybe the judge already is like, you know what? Let me just put my head down, just write in any score in the scorecard.
It was the last fight of the night. I'm a bit tired. Let's just go 95-95.
Like it's a rematch, right? So I'm sure it had to be close. Like, no. This was like Sandy Ryan. This was like Sandy Ryan, Michaela Mayer too. Remember I said that? It's gonna be like that. It's gonna be like one-sided. Like you get 2 rounds at best. 3 of you a fan.
Yeah.
No, for sure. So I know you mentioned before, obviously, once basically you celebrated becoming champion by just doing like a workout and stuff like that, and you were just, status quo. But did you eat anything special, like not even like a piece of cake or anything like that? Because I know, your fitness.
I actually got a funny story. Because it finished pretty late. We were like the main event. So by the time we actually got out of the venue, like my coach, my mum, my 2 coaches, me, we hadn't eaten dinner or anything like that. But we got back to the hotel maybe at like, I don't know, 1:15. And we wanted to eat something. So I had a quick shower and then we're like, we'll find like a 24-hour diner or something like that. So my coaches found something. We then got an Uber, and I had my like 77-year-old mum there with me as well. So she's not used to some of the scenes. So we ended up thought we found this like what would be a nice little diner, but I guess the people that are out at 2 a.m. in the morning, we had either kind of like either homeless, drug addicts, people coming out of clubs. It was like -4 degrees, and there was like ladies in like fishnet stockings with their mums hanging out of shorts, like lipstick all over here, and they're all like trying to get into the bathrooms with like going knocking on the door. I want to get in there, because you can tell they're doing drugs in the bathroom. And my mom's like, "What's happening in there, Kay? Why do they keep going in the bathroom?" I'm like, "Oh, don't worry, Mum. It's just
don't worry about it. They're doing what they're doing."
And she's like, "Look at her shorts, Kay." And I'm like, "Mum, stop it. It doesn't matter. Don't worry." The food was very average, but at least we found something to eat. So yeah, that was like loaded fries and a burger or something like that. That was pretty much all that was on offer there. So, but when I got home, it was pretty much Christmas time. So I definitely indulged on Christmas Day. We had roast turkey, a barbecue happening, and salads and plenty of desserts, lots of desserts. So yeah, I enjoyed myself with food.
Yeah, no, that's good. I was like, okay, so after that, I was like, every champion should kind of celebrate a little bit, have a little downtime, because it's an accomplishment. It's a big accomplishment. So yeah, and especially since it's the holidays, just kind of have a little downtime. And I'm pretty sure your downtime wasn't for very long, too, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Not really. But it's like very different training when you're on your own schedule to do whatever you want. Like you feel happy to go do it, other than being like on a training camp schedule where you've got 2 or 3 sessions in a day and you need to do these sprints, and it's like 4x800, 4x400, and like you got to this set rest times. Whereas you can just be like, you know what? Oh, I feel like going a bit of a jog. Like I'm gonna run for 8K or whatever. It's very different. Like you're relaxed in your brain rather than being like, I need to do this, got to do this, got to have a hard sparring session, I've got to do this. So yeah, it's been really like stayed active but chill. So yeah, it's much more
intensity
relaxed.
not there yet.
In here, it's more relaxed.
Well, I get it too, because like I said, there's nothing wrong with that mentality. That's a champ's mentality. You stay ready. If you as long as you're mentally ready, you're physically ready. So I totally get that. So now, as you're getting back into your, you're doing your champion things, who do you want to fight next?
Well, the main fight that makes sense would be so I can become unified. So I want the other 2 belts. which is another Australian, Desley. So, but I think the main two people are both from Most Valuable Promotion. So, Tam Tebow is also another name. I think she's the #1 mandatory on one of the other belts. She's very well known if you follow the amateurs. She was an Olympian and she's done the transition now to the pros. So she's a very established and well-rounded fighter. So it's also with me, I'm not a young fighter, so it's also about what makes sense money-wise as well. But they look like they would be the two main fights that we'd be looking at. And I just have my manager in America, Mark Taffet, that has just started discussions with MVP, and I think both of those two are options. So I leave it in his professional hands, and I'm like, get me the belts or get me good money or get me both. So,
well, I mean, yeah, Desley. I mean, I would imagine Desley because she holds the other two belts, and she's the only one person who's actually giving you your lone loss to date. So that I would think that would be the most sensible fight. And payback. It's like, aha, this ain't gonna be the second time around. Like, I learned from this.
Because you have a different swag this time. It's a whole different. You going in there, unified worlds. Both of y'all got two. That you'll be undisputed. Like,
yeah, we'll both be going in there unified, and whoever's gonna be the winner will be undisputed. So, but. Yeah, I'm. No matter what, I need to have a fight against her to avenge that loss. And I've given her props for that. Like, I've never said that I didn't turn up on that night, and she boxed better than me. But I do believe that I'm a better fighter when I bring my A game, and I feel like I've stepped into my pro game a lot more, and I kind of believe in myself a lot more. That's really come from the last two fights, and just trusting being able to do the 10 rounders now as well. I was still like only a few fights in kind of thing. I was still beforehand was kind of getting nervous of being like 10 rounds. Can I do that kind of thing? Whereas now I'm like, yes, you can. It's hard, but you can do it. Like, so.
I mean, you were still competitive against her in that fight. I've seen the fight. Like, it was still a good fight.
No, I'll be on. I know in the back ends, like I box shit. Like I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah. I didn't get like mauled down or anything like that. But I do. Like, I'm not someone that's gonna be like, oh, I should have won that or anything like that. She turned up. I didn't turn up, but yeah, I can beat her. I know I can, and I will when the time comes for the rematch.
Awesome. Yeah. We have a question in the chat. Is it I think Mankey Crazy asked, is Kaye signed with Salida?
Yes, I am signed with Salida.
Yeah, so you're because he's your co-promoter, right? Or your promoter, co-promoter or full promoter?
Full promoter.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so we can definitely expect her to see her on Salida Promotions cards live on the Zone, or hopefully MVP. MVP for even more exposure.
It makes sense. It'll either be on a Salida or an MVP card, because that's where the two potential opponents are. They're both with MVP. I'm with Salida, so whatever works out best. I'm happy to fight under either. Bring it. Ugh.
Absolutely. Now, also, would you also want the winner between Shields and Cruz Dezern? Because they're running it back next month.
Hell yeah! Like, of course. I respect both those ladies, and I know those ladies from the amateur days. And I think that's going to be like an awesome fight. I actually wouldn't mind flying over there to watch it live. I reckon it's going to be a banger.
You got to come back as the champ now. Come on.
Get your two belts and just walk around.
Walk around and.
Yeah, like you got to.
Maybe I'll have a chat to my manager and say whether is it worthwhile for me to fly over.
Of course,
and watch it. We'll see.
Yeah, think about it, like,
a little idea for me. Yeah.
You were just out here in Detroit, like December, come back February now with the belts. Get that. You might run in, you might do a little more call outs. get that little energy back, like, wear the little mink coat, whatever what you got. I mean,
Yeah.
come on with the belts, have a little hat on the side, like, hey.
Look, you've got all the ideas. We need to discuss afterwards, and you can tell me all these ideas, and I can put them into action.
And then also too, we'll help you find a decent place to eat in Detroit, so you don't have to go to them. You don't have to go.
Yeah.
Not the 24-hour diner.
Yeah. 24-hour diners they have their specific purposes, but not necessarily for fine eating.
Yes, definitely not fine dining.
But we'll help you. We'll throw out some suggestions. I'm pretty sure we know some Detroit people that will kind of say, okay, Kaye needs to go here. Like, where everyone's kind of proper. No one is doing anything suspicious.
To be fit for a champ.
Yeah.
There can't be anybody here. I mean, like, I know y'all talking about. Excuse me, Miss Scott. Right this way, and they lead you to an alley or some shit. Like, no, better that. No, a real room, not a closet with a dimly light blinking. You gotta treat the champ with respect.
Absolutely.
Oh, shit.
So, would you actually? I know we talked about this offline, but I mean, I know you do want a hometown fight in Australia, but I know you said that. It's not there yet in terms of the business for women, correct?
Yeah. That was a big reason why I didn't turn pro earlier. There's not a huge amount of growth. We've definitely had a lot more ladies within the last I'd say 18 months that are turning pro, but they're only just starting their career. And in regards to the big platforms where you get TV exposure, and I'm talking payments for the women as well, it's like terrible.
That's
terrible. Like, I will openly say that for my first IBF world title, I got paid $5,000 Australian dollars.
Oh, wow.
For a world title.
That's
$5,000.
Damn.
Like, people always think, when they start talking about world titles and you hear these millions with the boys and stuff like that, and I know male and female are not the same, but I was like, when you compare that these people are getting like multi-million deals, and that we got like Desley and I got a $5,000 payment. That's why I was like, I'm not going to push for a hometown fight if I'm going to be fighting for $5,000. When you start paying for coaches and managers, and like you buy your uniform and stuff like that, I'm fighting for free. I'm fighting for free, or I'm like fighting for minus money. Like, it's not on. So
it's called prize fighting.
Yeah, it's prize fight. You gotta fight for a prize. Yeah, I just did a quick conversion. So 5,000 Australian dollars in US is $3,519.45.
There you go.
Damn.
Yeah,
that was 2 years ago. That was like, yeah. And we were like semi main event for the card. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, no, yeah.
There's like Friday night fight level purses like from 20 years ago that were better than that. And like,
like I mean, like opening fights, like people who probably fight in the prelims. That's probably what they should be getting paid, not a whole contender or anything like that, or even a champion.
Fighting for a world title. Like,
yeah,
we got to do better. Like, so so you know what? You just got to keep building up your profile worldwide. Because like we used to say down here, like it's a saying, like it's like it's like your hometown or like the city, they won't recognize you sometimes until everybody else do.
Yeah.
And it might be that way for boxing sometimes. Like, so come back to America with the belts, see the Shields DAZN fight, which I think is gonna be a great fight. Y'all, and I know you would have to.
What's your predictions for that? What's your predictions for that?
Oh no!
Put you on the spot.
Oh no!
Oh wow! Oh.
Hey.
Because I know we said the wrong
good fight.
Yeah, I know if we said the wrong thing and Francis hears it, she might get at us about this. Like,
I think both girls will get at you if you say something wrong.
You're right though.
Oh wow! I think we're gonna see another good fight. I don't think it's going to be as much bombs away as the first fight.
Mm-hmm.
But that was only 4 rounds, though, too. So I think
different.
We're going to get some bombs away, though. We're going to get that. Like, we're definitely going to get that. But as for who wins, I mean, Shields is definitely the favorite.
Mm-hmm.
But I think, like, Cruz Dezern is just a bad style for her because she doesn't care about looking aesthetically pleasing, skillful. She cares about being effective.
Mm-hmm.
And she literally is effective against everyone she fights. I've never seen her ineffective.
Except for that one fight, you know, that the no contest fight. You know.
Oh, with the man?
Yeah. Yeah.
When she threw the kitchen sink at this guy, like what? Like yeah, she was plenty effective if it was a damn woman she was fighting. Like
no. Yeah.
Even then, like she was still beating his ass. She was still throwing hits. Like she was still landing. So I mean, I'm glad you brought that up because that shows me that she could fight a tough motherfucker.
Right. Yeah. No. Because that.
So that was like experience for her. You know what? Would I be wrong if I said Franchon and we get like a damn trilogy fight by the end of the year? Would I be wrong for that?
No, you can't be wishing the trilogy because remember, my game plan is to go over there and to be getting one of them.
Of course.
Don't ruin my plan. You need to pick a winner. We don't want to draw.
Yeah, we don't want no draw. Damn. I guess Shields is the safe. Shields is the safe pick, but I don't think I would put money on it. Because I think Franchon is due for another big win. Mm-hmm. She knows Clarissa's style. She's gonna have to make it ugly. She did that the first fight, but it was aggressive style, ugly, like rough.
Right.
And it made for a good fight. If she just keeps doing that, the thing is, I don't know. You think she could handle the weight?
Yeah, I don't even know what weight they're fighting. Are they fighting? Because when they first fought,
they're moving up. It's heavy. It's the heavyweight joint, like the 175.
Yeah.
I still think they'll both only weigh in right at the lower limit of heavyweight. Like neither of them are true heavyweights.
Now Shields looks heavy. Like Shields, like
yeah, she's definitely filling out more.
Like you see it.
I noticed that the other day. I was like, oh wow, she's really she's just, that's what you got to do to go into the weight division. Yeah.
Like I mean, like Franchon thick, but she ain't. Shields is like a different. Respectfully, I'm just saying.
Respectfully, of course, yeah. No,
I mean, that papoose don't get a diss song on me. But yeah, like that's my only thing. Like, because if Franchon does all the rough fighting and just being effective, boxing in spurts and all that other good stuff, if she could do that and Clarissa Shields could still overpower her with just physical strength, then yeah, she doesn't really then she ain't gonna win then. So that's why the whole weight and strength is important for that. But Franchon, I mean, if she can slug it out with a man, what's Shields?
Yeah.
Like she ain't gonna back down from her. Like so. All right, Shields by majority decision. All right, damn.
Yeah, okay.
You got me, Sam.
We got it out.
Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, let's say, you can see it because, obviously, now there are different parts of the career. I know Clarissa, obviously, she's more known for the stuff that happens outside of the ring, and I know that's probably been a bit. That could be a distraction, especially leading up to this fight, or whatever. And obviously, of course, if she's fighting at a heavier weight than she was when they fought, because they fought at 168. So it could be if Franchon pushes her, because Franchon's used to the weight, because that's where she's hovered about. Whereas Clarissa's kind of she went up, she went up, down. She went up, down, up. She's kind of yo-yo. Now she's kind of up.
Well, she's been up for a minute though.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't think she's going down. Like, although all the fights she's talking about, Mayer and all of them, they would be nice fights, but
I don't think she's. Yeah, I can't see her. Nothing much more than don't think she'd go down much more than middleweight. I couldn't see her.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
The
I mean,
168. And I think 160 would be hard. Like, but maybe just 168 because that 175 is already up there. Like, that's
yeah,
yeah.
but
Damn, that's a good fight, man. I'm waiting for that.
that's definitely a great fight. And again, shame on Australia for not investing in your fighters, especially your women fighters, especially your women champions going for their title shots. Like, yeah, that's unacceptable. 3,500. Like, I can only imagine the split. Like, just I guess your taxes, your trainers, whatever. Like, it's just like you're just left with. Yeah, that's awful. That's that's like you don't even get supplemented with like TV money or anything like that or anything. Yeah,
Nothing.
Yeah, so no, like okay, so hold on, like, because I feel like you're like a walking ad for like athletic equipment, like gear, clothing, or like no sponsorships, no like.
If you do that, you do that separately outside of like your boxing contract. I do have some sponsors that come on board. It's mostly with like products and stuff like that. So I've got some and services. But you do that all individually yourself. So that's been nice. But again, I'd still say most of the girls don't have big name sponsors that have come on board and that are female that are actually being paid money by a sponsor. I've had it before with sponsors, but they've usually been people rather than just that I've known that have gone like, you know what, for this camp, I'll shoot you $2,000 to help out with your training camp so you can travel up to Queensland and go get some sparring or something like that. It's more been individual people that have really helped out and been nice along my career, which has been awesome to have them along.
Shout out to those people.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But
they're the real heroes. Like, yeah. We know, boxing's a lonely sport. Like, it's a solo sport, but it does take a team effort to maximize, so yeah, so that's why.
And like shout out also to I can big shout out to my coaching team when they said that I was going to get a $5,000 payment. They asked for no money. They didn't want any payment.
Oh, okay.
So they're awesome. Right. They're like, we're not taking money from you when you're only getting $5,000. He's like, that's ridiculous. When you get paid a bit more money, we can talk about something. But so I know I've got a pretty freaking awesome team when they
that's love
look,
right there.
Look
that's
after me that way.
So. Nah, that's what's up. Yeah. So yeah, that's why we gotta get you in America, get you these bigger paydays, so everybody could be with the mink coats. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
So you ain't have to have, little homegirl can have the belts in the background. You just walk.
You could be like Alicia Baumgartner walking around in nice dresses and heels and furs and just walking like that, like I'm the champ.
You gotta get like the iced out kangaroo chain or the koala chain or something like.
Well, here we go again. Here we go. The koalas and kangaroos.
But they're going to expect it, like,
I plan on coming back over to America. So,
how soon
when I stay tuned, and I'll let you guys know when I actually have some news. So,
I was gonna say, how soon would you want to fight again? Like outside of coming back to watch them fight, but like for yourself.
I think there was potential discussion, kind of like late April type. I've just had it's nothing major, but I'm in a little bit of a splint, so I can't do impact work with my left hand. It's nothing major, but I want to be able to obviously start punching and sparring again. So kind of late April onwards. Late April, May would be amazing.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But speaking of sponsorships, I do have a question. Now, after you won, did you see a surge in your OnlyFans?
I wouldn't say like some like dramatic surge, but definitely over fight period time is when you get an increase of numbers. So yeah, they went up a little bit.
Nice.
I've been building my fan base slowly.
hopefully they weren't inappropriate, because I know before that was the thing you didn't want to know, but
I'm getting a bit more used to it now. Like,
oh, okay.
I'm like, we asked this. That's a bit weird, but like that's whatever.
So yeah, so do some push-ups with coconut oil. And yeah, I'm gonna need you to jump rope after that. Like, yeah, next. Like,
I'm not as shocked now, whereas initially when I was just on the platform, I was like, what? Now I'm kind of like, oh, okay, interesting.
hold on, let me hit up the chat real quick. Hey, what up, pilot? Salute, gang. Congratulations, champ. There you go.
Oh, thank
Marquise.
you.
Congrats, champ. What's up, gang? Salute. Oh, shout out to Ring Gang having a world champion on their show. Big dog Lukey, salute.
Lukey,
West
salute.
Coast. Let's get it. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Undisputed fight next for Kaye. Oh, we hope so. Hell yeah, we hope so.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. No, yeah, she definitely mentioned, going after Desley Robinson because she's the other unified champion.
Unified champ.
Yeah, so yeah, we need to make sure we need some double unification. We need to get wrapped that all up, and Kaye needs those belts now.
This is undisputed the big buzzword now. Every time you turn around, like, oh, he's 17-time undisputed. She's undisputed. So be undisputed. I mean, like, see, but now if I ask you this, he'd be like, well, would you come back when you're undisputed?
All right. Well, I'm a woman of my word. So when I'm undisputed champ, I'll be back.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, we got that. Okay. See, that's what's up. Yeah. People gonna be like, damn, man, like, what y'all doing? Like y'all, do y'all have flown to Australia? Because like, why Kaye keep being on y'all show? Like, I mean, she keep winning all these damn big ass fights. What you want?
Yeah, exactly.
I just can't help winning. You just keep bringing me back.
Yeah, like I say, though, we because Ring Gang, we like fighters that are scrappy, that that want to win, that our champions win. We support fighters that want to win. So in Kaye, when we first saw Kaye, it was like, yeah, we got to get obviously her and Olivia on, and then everything like that, and then obviously both her and Olivia's coach Trinidad Garcia, like, they were good interviews and stuff like that. And then it was like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, whoever wins, we gotta bring them back. So this time, second time around, But that's great. Lukey, oh wow, see, Kaye put Shuttleworth on the spot about picking a fight with Clarissa Shields. Kaye's definitely a fight with Shields is definitely a potential fight in the future. And who would I pick? I mean, I would pick at this point. I would pick Clarissa, basically because Clarissa does put her punches together. She like her punch.
She's got good combination punches. She does.
Yeah. It's sharper than Franchon's. Although Franchon, I think, has heavier hands.
Yes.
Yeah, she does. But
she moves you with her punches.
Right. But I think honestly with Clarissa, it's more like the punch placement and the volume, and I think that will probably be like the big thing. But I do think both of them are just but I think both of them will probably just absorb each other's best shots because like in the first fight, because they threw hands, it was just like nonstop. Like I think it'll just be nonstop punching. But I just think Clarissa's volume will probably just will be the difference in that fight. So it'll be like a close decision for her.
I tend to think Shields as well, but I do believe that Franchon's like unorthodox style and kind of almost like messy style is definitely makes her a lot harder opponent than anyone else that Clarissa's kind of come up against. It's not the technicalness, it's that she is quite strong and she's brawly and in close, and she does well using her body weight like that. But I think the longer the fight goes, I don't think I wasn't super impressed with Franchon's endurance in her last fight against was it the Mexican girl? Was that her last fight?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it leans more towards Clarissa's fitness and volume punching will favor it as it goes on in the later rounds after 5. Clarissa will be much more dominant in the second half, I think.
I can see that.
But we'll see. We'll see. There might be something. That's what we love about boxing, isn't it? Like Could be a, there
I
could
still
be a
feel like
knockout that comes out of nowhere that we don't see. Like
that would be
that's why it's such a good
crazy.
sport. That's why it's so awesome to watch.
Hell yeah. I feel like it's like a 60-40 type of fight. Like Shield, like 60%, 40 Franchon, because anything can happen. The styles mesh well. But hold on. I got Luki has a question. Question K. How hard is it to adjust from the amateur style to the pros? Everyone knows it's different, but what was the adjustment you felt fight by fight, and when did you feel you turned the corner to be a professional? Bam.
I would probably only say in my first fight against Olivia, I really started to understand the pro game a bit more. And then also, it's changing my whole mindset. It's very like the amateurs, like, I'm a very, very competitive person, but you don't have to go out there thinking like, I want to kill and I want to hurt. And that's not me as a person, but I do realize now, and like even Olivia was like a pretty polite person when you're talking at the press conference. You get other people that are a bit more, but she actually did say on that second like press conference, I was quite got not confronted, but I was like, she was so personable last time. And this time she actually said, I don't have too much to say, but all I've been thinking about the last 2 months is how much I'm going to hurt this girl and how much I want to hurt her and I want to win this. And I was like, it's just like this little reminder, a little flick in there going like she does, like, or she's been visualizing in her head the last 2 months, like she wants to hurt me. And like, you've got to remember they're going and they want to see you go down. They want to knock you out. And that's like really something that I needed to flip in my head. And I feel like that comes out more with me being more the aggressor in wanting to push people back and wanting, because if I take a backward step or anything or give them that space, they're gonna go and they're just gonna keep going. So that was probably an element I thought maybe I was missing when I fought Desley inside my head, and she was there to be like, I'm gonna fucking pump you and I'm gonna win this world title. And I was just in there kind of being like, win this world title, let's go. Like it was not the mindset in there. Like I needed to be like, fucking let's go. So I feel like I've switched that a little bit more. And technically it's just a little bit of it's a journey that I still feel like I'm learning on the way. Like I'm still learning to sit more on my punches and to be less poppy and bouncy. I still sometimes when I start spars, I'm really like very amateur. I'm like, oh, fucking stop it. Like, but it's hard to get 12 years out of you of doing that. So ongoing technical wise, but there's something that just flipped. And I'm sure it happens to different people at different times. But I feel like after my loss with Desley, I realized mentally I needed to change my thought process a little bit more going into it.
It's a hurt business.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you gotta hurt them.
Yeah, I always say too, like it's cool to to box, to have pretty boxing and everything like that. But if you're not hurting your opponents, then what are you doing? Like it's the hurt business.
Trying to, or at least having
prize fighting, and it's the hurt business. Like you gotta, like both things are like you gotta be like your eyes on the prize. You gotta hurt your opponent.
Get paid for hurting your opponent. There you go.
Exactly. And I just hope too, like more of today's fighters in this generation, hopefully that kind of really sits in there, that really like gets into their head and like this is what you have to do, because I don't think it's for every fighter in this generation. Yeah, I think it's still a lesson in progress for some of them. But yeah, it's like it's the hurt business, it's the prize fighting. Yeah, you can combine both. You don't have to do one or the other in the extreme.
And you want to win. And you got to look good too. You got to want people want to have to be. I mean, you want to inspire people. You want people to be like, damn, I like how she fights. I like how he fights. Like, like, that's what fuels the sport. That's what makes people come back and want to see you. Sometimes
they
you got to
want to watch you again, or they want to get involved in the sport. That's what you want.
Exactly.
Yeah, that fire. Like they're not gonna get fired up, when you're just playing it super safe or you're just jittery and just like. sometimes you got to do that to win certain fights. I get it, but you don't strive to do that.
Right.
You can't do it every time. Like, nah, you got to look good too. So that's good. Like, you realize that, and you like putting the smack down. Cause I ain't gonna lie, like you super self-aware.
Mm-hmm.
Like to even say, like, man, like the first fight I was jittery, like, oh, I'm here to work. Look, he did that shit. I'm here to win a world title. Like, nah, I should have been like, yo, fuck this bitch up.
I can look back on it now, but I
Yeah.
totally didn't. I couldn't see it then that anything was wrong with it. Like, but now I can. Like in hindsight, going, fuck. And what were you thinking? Like, come on. Like, it is. It's war out there. It's like, fuck. Yeah. So I feel like I understand that better, and that's gonna serve me better moving forward in my career.
Yeah, so you'll keep those belts for an extremely long time until you're ready to get rid of them. You're on your own terms, not your opponent.
That's what you get being champion.
So I know this weekend is like a big weekend of boxing, something that we haven't had in quite some time. And obviously, the biggest fight this weekend is between Teofimo Lopez and Shakur Stevenson. Who do you think wins between those two?
Shakur.
Oh, you didn't even hesitate on that. Care to explain?
Yes.
I just rate him as a very, very technically sound boxer. I just think he's better everywhere in like almost all aspects. His timing, I think my money's on him. Oh, actually, I'm going to put a bet on, and I'm going to bet some money on him.
Speaking of bets, would you believe hardly any fucking gambling sites or apps had your last fight on there?
Oh, really?
That shit drove me crazy.
Oh, damn.
That shit pissed me. I had to let you know that, like, that shit, like, you, like,
I definitely know one of the Australian ones did, because a guy that I don't really even know super well, I just know him within the boxing community, and he's just like, you won me money, I bet $5,000. I was like, you bet $5,000? I was like, I don't bet that kind of money. I bet a couple of $100. That's it. I was like, that's very
But see,
risky.
when you confident, but see, look, he knew you was gonna win.
Mm-hmm.
He
did.
You know how all of us was confident you was
right,
and it was I saw the odds. The odds had it like either even or you a slight favorite, but mostly even. But it still would have been a great, especially by decision. Like he did the right thing. Like, but I feel like we all got cheated out of. So hopefully for undisputed, and we know you're confident for that one because it's payback, it's redemption on that one. Like, nah, like, cause when you come back from undisputed, I want to be able to say like, champ, you know how much I've been. You won me so much.
I earned you some money. I earned you some cash.
So let the block know. Everybody hit me up all night like, yo, hey, LB, tell the champ thank you. That really kind of that was the one minus for that whole night performance, and that has nothing to do with you.
Yeah, no, I guess they probably thought it was like too much of a short thing, so they didn't even put the odds out. But let's say maybe next time too. I mean, like,
that was hating. We can't explain it. Look, if you know the level of fights that they've had on some of these apps, I'm talking about people that like 3-2 type fights, like like prospect levels, and they're like minus 6,000 favorites. And you got that on the app, but you don't have a minus 115 for this versus minus 115.
Yeah.
Even type.
There must have been a data entry and they lost my name or something like that. Who knows?
Not just a unified world championship fight. Seriously,
crazy.
I'm gonna just say data glitch, but please all you guys, Hard Rock. Who else out there? FanDuel. Yeah, don't make that mistake again. Like, damn.
Sort it out for next fight.
Yeah, sort it out. Shit, we need that undisputed blessing. Like y'all playing around. Like, yeah, we gonna have to make the champ more famous for y'all to recognize. Like,
man. But yeah, okay. I got one more question for you. I mean, obviously not really a question.
Sure.
It's like, you know, do you have any particular people do you want to shout out or acknowledge on your journey to the World Championship and you know, of course, future moves and everything, immediate future moves and and etc.
Oh, the biggest thing, my team at Complete Boxing. So that's my home gym that I train out of. My coach is Joel Keaton, and the second is Luke. So they're the boys that were in my corner there. They've been the best team, and they're really loyal, and so happy what we're doing there. And I've got a amazing gym team. Like, all the boys help out with sparring with me, and we all help each other out as a team. So that's been pretty awesome. Salida Promotions, it's been awesome with them signing on me in their promotional team, and Dimitri's a really awesome guy. Very genuine. Like, he didn't have to put on this fight so quickly and honor the rematch or anything like that, and he was so happy to do it. He said it was worthy of it, and he was super helpful getting it organized quickly. And probably Mark Taffet as well, who's my now my manager. So those are the main key ones. And probably my mom. My shout out is my mom's my good luck charm now. So she came over, and she was my little person over there, and everything worked out perfectly having her there. She kind of balanced things out. So I'm going to make sure that next fight it's over in America, I'm going to bring her over with me as well. So
awesome. Yeah, and also shout out to Dwayne. Honestly, I think with Dimitri Salida, I mean, obviously him being a former fighter himself, because me and Elby used to watch him on his come up back in the day. So I think obviously, you know, since he was a former fighter, obviously, you know, he kind of understands the fighter side more. So I think he really truly honestly tries to do right by his fighters, no matter the levels though. So definitely salute to him.
You aged us, bro. I remember when Salida was a prospect.
So do I.
You're old now.
I remember watching when I was in college, watching his early fights, because back then, you know, being a hardcore was a little different, because this is when the internet was kind of burgeoning with boxing, and it was real caveman back then in terms of information and stuff the old school forums and stuff like that. And
you had to be a Costa Zoo name to get your fight on Showtime, and you had to be fighting Jesse James Lehi.
You
know what I mean? So so it's a little different now. So it's it's better, but it's not all the way there yet, especially with the plight with the women fighters, and hopefully we could change that and just keep showcasing women's boxing.
It's moving in the right direction, which is so I'm thankful of that, but we've still got, especially in certain countries, a lot more work to do. But I'm happy it's moving in the right way. So
now, if you didn't outside of fighting in America, is there any other country that you would like to fight in, or is it just strictly America? That's where the money is, type of deal?
To be honest, I don't really I traveled so much in my amateur career. I've been to so many just random places, China, all over Russia, Ulan-Ude, Spain, everywhere. France, I've fought everywhere in the amateurs. So
it don't mean anything. You just want the money.
I feel the American market, I love America. I love traveling to America. So probably anywhere in America is that'd be pretty. I wouldn't mind having a fight over in the UK as well. Either or. And they're both
get your chips.
They're both countries that love boxing. You want to be around people in the population that love boxing. So
of course, absolutely, else
either of those.
Else you'll get a dull crowd and they don't know what they're watching, or they're not interested.
You'll get a Zuffa crowd.
Yeah.
we seen how that crowd was.
Actually, I'm curious too, because this is just what do you think of Zuffa boxing so far? Have you had a chance to actually watch their?
Yeah, boxing.
I still don't understand how the whole thing. I know they're another boxing entity that's been created, but are they still actually going to do a separate belt? Like
Yes,
they are doing that.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they're trying to do the whole amendment act, because remember, like, the promoters can't have a belt, but they're ranking people. So it's kind of, it seemed like they're kind of making it up as they go, or they're kind of like figuring it out.
Yeah, I mean, they signed they signed Jay Apataya. Yeah, and then but Jay Apataya is like, look, I still want to be undisputed cruiserweight champion. Outside of doing whatever Zuffa stuff you want to, and they're like, okay, yeah, we'll let you do that, and also the Zuffa belts, which is what Shuttleworth says. Like, it seems like they're just making up as they go because the Ali Act is still intact for the time being, even though they're trying to amend it for UBOs and all types of stuff like that. So it's they're kind of stuck for a little bit until that's kind of amended, and then we'll probably see them go crazy with what they're trying to do. But
their big thing is they have their fights are shown on the Paramount Plus app, which is like one of the bigger apps. So, me personally, I'd rather
it'd be interesting to see how Netflix. It goes. Like,
So that's we keep your fingers crossed. You get that undisputed fight. If that could land on a Netflix card or some type of. Hold on, when's Fury? When's Fury fight supposed to be?
In April. Yeah.
I mean. I'm just saying, like, if we could get a Kaye Scott undisputed fight on the main Netflix card.
I'm not opposed to that.
Not the fucking YouTube, like not the YouTube, the main Netflix card.
The actual TV.
Yeah,
not the YouTube.
So she could get the 80 million viewers too, and all that. Yeah,
right.
Like we need more because we haven't had a great women's fight on Netflix in a while. Like, we honestly, there's been fights, but they haven't been great. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like that since the Serrano Taylor 2.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, like just imagine like if Curry Scott 1 was on Netflix.
Yeah, like your profile would have your profile and your OnlyFans would have just exploded. It's like
what? And so we're gonna see if that's the next big thing. Hopefully that happens, and just much love and success and respect to you, and just we appreciate you being an ambassador for the sport. All the young girls, all the young men out there striving to be champions out there in boxing. So, one thing. Have you gotten any championship lesson? Have you learned anything else since being a champion? Like any life lesson since being a world champion?
What kind of life lessons? I feel like something really. I'm meant to say something really smart here, and I don't have anything to say.
I mean, hey, even that's a life lesson. Like you
just sometimes bow out with grace. I don't know. Like we still figuring it out. We still learning it. Like,
I'm still figuring it out. Still learning along the way.
Leave
that one with me.
Yeah, next time. See, that's an undisputed question. Like next time.
There you go. We'll save that one.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Kaye Scott, though, it's been an honor and a pleasure to talk to you again. Like I said, congrats again on being champion. And of course, we wish you the best of luck in your career. And of course, we will follow you. And hopefully, like one day that if you're in our neck of the woods, if you're in Florida, like you're in Florida where Shuttleworth resides, or somehow maybe Salida will put a card in the Northeast. Like I want someone to put a damn card in the Northeast, like because I live outside of Boston, maybe there or
Barclays, what Jersey, what Atlantic Center, like what?
Lake City, or or somehow we find our way into Detroit again, because I know Sleeta holds a lot of his cards in Detroit. One day we'll meet up or whatever, and like bam, we'll be able to hold your belts.
Yeah. Welcome with the champ.
Hell yeah. Yeah, awesome.
Awesome, but no, like I said, we'll get out of it because I know Kaye is a busy champion also. Yeah, and again, tune in next week. Obviously, there'll be a lot of boxing for us to kind of to go through, hopefully, and yes, and of course, if you're in an area with a lot of snow, like I am, stay warm and keep your thermostats there so your pipes don't freeze. Plenty of people around my way, the condos have already happened already. So, yeah, try to stay warm, and or if not, just go to Australia and just bask.
Yeah, I'm staying warm. It's hot out here. It's summertime.
Yeah, I'll live vicariously through you, champ, about the weather. Like, right now it's like 2 degrees, literally.
I'm probably gonna go surfing later today.
It's 32 today.
Oh shit. Oh, but wait. They tell it different. Like, yeah.
Is it Celsius or Fahrenheit?
Degrees, not Fahrenheit. So that's probably like, what, 995 or something like that? Or is it? No, I don't really know, actually.
Damn, okay. Yes, you got that.
Fahrenheit.
That prime Florida weather.
Yeah.
It's 58 over here, so yeah, it's.
Yeah, I envy y'all. Like trust me, you don't want to see the pictures of what my parking lot looks like right now.
Yeah, no, I'll choose to stay here for now.
Smart decision. So yeah, for myself, Pat Scorpio, New England representative, for LB Shadorf, the God of the GOAT artist, and for unified world middleweight champion Kaye Scott. This has been another wonderful second interview with Ring Gang Radio. And because we do the best interviews, and more people will know that soon enough. And as always, if shit's real, we talk about it. So until next time, peace.
See ya.